When this kitten met a husky dog, what happened next will melt your heart. Before we continue with the rest of the video, we could use your help. Click the like button to help spread word about watchJojo animals, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. In 2015, California rescue Thea, Thoa and Trambu discovered a fragile 3-month-old kitten roaming the streets and knew almost immediately that she was close to death. They decided to take the poor kitty in and name her Rosie. But there was still one more rather big problem. The 3 sisters already owned 2 husky dogs. How would these large dogs react to having a cat in the house? But the Buey sisters felt that they had no other choice but to bring Rosie into their home. After all, the delicate creature was scared and alone, and even after spending a night with the women, Rosie's health went into rapid decline. Indeed, Rosie began to turn her nose up at food and refused to even meet her new carer's eyes. The latter behaviour, though, may have been caused by Rosie's own eyes becoming infected, making it hard for her to open them. The sisters believed that the only way to help Rosie was for her to have a mother figure in her life, so they decided, somewhat riskily, to have one of their huskies take on the job. The husky's name is Lilo. This was especially chancy because Lilo had been neutered just 7 days before Rosie's arrival. What's more, Lilo had no puppies of her own, and there was no way of knowing how she'd react to this new adopted offspring. Desperate times, though, called for desperate measures. As the sisters explained on Instagram, Rosie almost did not make it through the first night. Even with round-the-clock care, she was lethargic and limp. So they made up their minds to allow Rosie to cuddle extensively with Lilo, and unbelievably, Lilo took to Rosie as if she were her own pup, while Rosie took to Lilo like a mother. Furthermore, it seemed that Lilo was even nursing Rosie back to health. Certainly the cute kitten's eyes finally opened, and after only a week at Lilo's side, Rosie began to walk around on her own. It seems that despite her never having had puppies of her own, Lilo's natural motherly instincts kicked in. For example, the Buey sisters were shocked to see that after only a few days together, Rosie was suckling on Lilo, and Lilo had encouraged Rosie to go to the toilet. In fact, Lilo did such a good job of raising Rosie, and Rosie might be a little bit confused about her own species. In 2015, Thea Buey told the Daily Mail, Rosie's growing up thinking she's a husky. But then, considering the fact that Rosie has been supported by Lilo and the other huskies that the Bueys own for the best part of 7 months, it's unsurprising that she has adopted a few canine traits for herself. For one thing, she likes to go with Lilo for a walk. And for another thing, Rosie even slyly steals dog food when she thinks her owners aren't watching. Plus, Rosie and Lilo are known to wrestle with each other, and they even snooze side by side. Thea Buey said the 2 of them are inseparable. Sometimes, though, things can get a little rough, Buey explained. We separate them sometimes to give Rosie a break because Lilo doesn't know she's so big, so she can hurt Rosie without realising it. When the adorable duo do spend time apart, however, they tend to take a stance on either side of the barricade and wait until they are reunited. And when they are finally back together, Buey has said that they both go crazy. Of course, with this being the 21st century, Lilo has her own Instagram page, where the pair are frequently photographed in increasingly adorable situations. At the time of writing, Lilo and Rosie have 113,000 followers. One of Rosie's most recent adventures depicted on the page saw Rosie exploring the woods. Her owners wrote, Rosie's thirst for adventure is growing exponentially. Now we have to try to keep up with her. And just because Rosie is smaller than her new mum doesn't mean she isn't as active. Buey told the Daily Mail she's so tiny but she tries to keep up with the other huskies. She continued, Rosie runs after them when they play. She wrestles with her mother Lilo and walks with the pack when her little legs can manage. It seems then that she really is more dog than cat. It certainly seems that, in this instance at least, love really knows no bounds. Here the 2 appear to give each other a little kiss before going to bed. After all, Lilo and Rosie have been through a lot together, and it's safe to say they won't be stopping anytime soon. Who said cats and dogs can't get along? Please do not forget to share this video with your friends below.